Okay. Hey, look, everybody. We're back with one of my favorite formats, GRN. I love me some Dimir, and we're definitely going to be going for Dimir. We don't want this citywide bust. It's gems. I guess we could take it for gems. Let's be gem disciplined here. Oh, and also, since we're here starting a new draft, I should thank my sponsor, Card Kingdom. Card Kingdom are purveyors of all the physical magic stuff you need to support your tabletop magic playing. If you go down to the affiliate link in my panels down below and purchase from that link, it lets them know you're a limited resources. It lets them know you're a Going Optimal viewer, and they would love to know that you are buying from them through me. So they will have everything you need. Check them out. Thank you, Card Kingdom. What are you saying, Mensch? Close desktop? I don't know what that means. Oh, you mean switch view? I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to take Citywide Bust over the Deadly Visit for gems. But Deadly Visit is the power pick. Crappy ass pack here. This is miserable. And we're going to take Dimir Informant, hedging towards my favorite. Yes, let's do that now too. Lost some viewers doing tech support. Sorry, but that part was a little boring. Grinding and tech support, not the best television, I guess. But so it goes. Why isn't it showing? I took them off. I said show. Here we go. There we go. There we go. All right. I know, GM, but it's good for the long term. Here I'm going to take Night Veil Predator over. Oh gosh, it's 40 gems though. This is the toughest. This is the toughest gem discipline pick. Oh yeah, voting works. I can take a look at voting. Of course, everybody wants our friend. Fine, but this 40 gems. If we just click here, fine. I'll take my favorite. Hopefully we'll wheel the Dazzling, and we can take a Poisoner here. A little bit, oh, I like Poisoner a little bit over, like, Crawl Swarm. Possibly Splashable Sizzle. It was very late here. We're gonna grab that. Phantasm? Sure. I want Gates, but I'm going to take a Phantasm here. Here's a Gate we can take that supports the Sizzle Splash. And I like that over a very replaceable Shade or Never Happened. Here's another easy Gate. This is great. We don't want to splash this. Fix our mana. Instead, not a bad wheel from our weak first pack. Take the pass wall. This is best of one, or I would consider enhanced surveillance. Another pass wall or a never happened. I'm actually going to take a never happened and hope we don't play it. Stroke is great. Mesmerist, okay. Sad that we get no Dazzling Lights back. Dazzling Lights is great in the format. It's not worth a card unless you're trying to prevent yourself from losing to decking. Crab is great. Probably not playing this. Ooh, Night Veil Sprite is our favorite. We can try a little adjustment on the sound. How about... So low, minus 400 instead? Try that. There's minus 400. But yeah, we're going to take Sprite here over Gems. We're going to go for the draft of our dreams here today. Informant versus Plaza versus Gate. Plaza helps with everything. So Plaza is an appealing... Oh, did I pass Takedown? What did I... But yeah, I'm not passing Sprite. It's so good. Plaza over Informant. Yeah, okay. It is plausible. You're right. I know what everybody here wants. It's the right pick anyway. How many Informants? I'd take up to 3. Maybe more. Depends on what else is going on, of course. It always does. First Severed Strands. Piston Fist is not so great in this deck. Probably Wheel the Shade. It's probably Muse Drake or Severed Strands, neither of which are particularly amazing here. What do you think between Strands and Drake? Little more support for Strands than Drake. We're not taking a Guild Gate. Get off that. Another Strands, second Sizzle, second Gate to support the Sizzle. I'm going to just take second Sizzle and we're really going to work this red splash. I just love this. It feels so good to be back. This is my favorite. Dimir splashing 2 Hypothesizzles with good gates is like exactly where I always want to be. Cover Up is fine. Another Crab, probably not going to be played. I never play Lotleth Giant in these decks, though. Almost never. We just don't have the creatures or the need for that. Thought Erasure is nice here late, but you know I love me a Thought Erasure, but this Guild Gate is very tempting. I'm going to take the Erasure, though. I think it's too powerful. And I don't know if we place 2 strokes in best of 1 or not, but I don't know if we play Mesmerists. Let's see. How are we doing? We got a lot of plays on 2. Take another stroke just in case. Like a Bats here actually over this or this. How many crabs do you wish? How many bats do you wish? Legion War Boss probably is the pick here for gems. We could take Notion Rain though. Nah, we don't have any 3s. Let's take a Notion Rain. We'll go. It's a return to this format. We want to go for the best one we can. Here we'll take this. This is worth taking over the other. I mean, Insight is great. I'll let you guys figure this one out. Insight is actually really good. I don't know. I'm gonna let you duke this out. I'm gonna be right back. I could actually use a bathroom break, and I don't want to have an embarrassing accident while drafting. I'll be right back. Thank you for your patience. Yeah, I think we got to take the operative just because it's gems and playable and good. Whee! Second sprite, sign me up. This deck's getting good. Getting good, getting so good, I just want a gate here. How many hypothesizals? And look, we got a House Guild Mage, but a deadweight? I think deadweight is super important. We're going to take the deadweight here. And more fixing. I wouldn't mind a Dowser, but I think we just want the fixing. Dowser can do some serious work, and we don't really have one yet. But I can't pass up the gate. You think Dowser Stratic? No, I'm not impressed with the snitch. Definitely not the snitch over the gate. Hey, Mikosor. What else do we have for the late game? Our dominance. I mean, we have Night Veil Predator. We have Bartizan Bats. We have Blood Operative that never goes away. We have Pass Wall to make creatures unblockable. I mean, I'm not, like, the thing it does for us is block, right? Well, the thing that Dowser does so well is block, and what we do have is 2 Wishcoin Crabs. So, I don't think we need it. I'm taking the gate. I don't think that was a Dowser spot. Dazzling is fine. Oh, I'm not turning down gates. Are you kidding me? This is great. We have a Night Veil Predator and we're splashing. This is great. And not sure anything matters here. Maybe we just go with a Centipede. But sometimes you lose to Boros and you just wish you had a Child of Night going. I think I'll take Child of Night against the Boros stuff. And here's a Dowser we can all agree on. Veiled Shade better than the Centipede. What was there to be punished there for besides making the correct pick? Why would you get punished for making the correct pick? I don't understand. I don't think we're never playing 3 strokes and they're not playing 2 shades or 3 crabs. None of this is actually mattering. Yeah, I think, yes, we're 4x on this account. We just didn't rare draft much this draft. Five nice cuts, and we've got way more creatures than I ever like in one of these. We can cut at least 1 crab and probably 1 bats. Never Happened is gone. Yeah, we can cut 1 stroke. I like that. 15-9. It's creature heavier than I usually end up with in Dimir in the format, but we didn't get a lot of removal. One more cut. There was a suggestion that 3-2. Oh, we don't even have it anyway, so we just decide. Binocular Bats. Yeah, I think it's one of these 2s. I think it's Vidalkin or Child. Vidalkin Mesmerist actually can do some work. Severed Strands isn't great, but we get a lot. There's a lot of enchantment-based removal that creates sack outlets, and we do have ourselves a rat. If they come in the right order, we'll get the rat going. And, you know, I think we have enough card advantage, at least card quality with all the Surveil that and the Notion Rain. We'll be fine. Yeah, this is great. It's Vidalkin or Child. Child is just a little better against Boros, so we'll go ahead and keep the Child. Mana. Now, we have 2 natural sources of red. I kind of like 4. Let's see. The trouble with 2 mountains is it gives us 2 draws that utterly prevent a turn 4 predator. But if we're going to run these sizzles, is 3 sources enough? With all of the Surveil and card draw, I think that it is. I think we should do this. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 black, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 blue. So 9, 9, 3 is where we end up here, and that's pretty good to support the predator. Yeah. I think James and Stratic have the format pegged pretty well. We get to, we're not even, we get to add more back. Never mind. We are better in our mana than I even thought. I thought 9, like I thought we had a lot of action and duels, and it turns out we do. Let's do it this way. Now we're going to have it suggest and have to redo the suggest, but that's all right. Boom, boom. Boom, boom. And I think this is it. And we're going to call this, what was the big let's see, there's, what was I yelling at people about? How about all the gates? I'm going to risk it without the other red because this is the splash. We can draw it late and that's fine. We have so much filtering. We have so much Surveil. It is not going to be hard to find a red. I really feel like we're going to get there on red. It's not going to be a problem. It shouldn't be a problem statistically, given what we're doing here. Thank you, Timnos. Apparently GRN not super popular today. I don't know what's up. Everybody's at PAX. Oh, yeah, losing to Boros would tilt me because I feel like when I play Boros, I get everything out of sequence and I look stupid. And then when I play against Boros, they curve out 1, 2, 3, 4 Cosmotronic Wave, and it's like, yeah, sure, Boros is great when you do that every time. Why don't it never happens to me? Wow. Snooze. I guess this means we're only going to face GRN sharks. It's going to be a bunch of Demirers. Watsy. Maybe it's more popular than we think, and there's just some bugs right now. Record is updated. Here. Looks like an actual opponent. How exciting. I'm not going to confuse newcomers with that. Yeah, we'll keep this. We're going to go Sprite on 2, try Plaza on 3. Generally, if Sprite is not killed immediately, you win the game. So let's see if we win the game. They had a pause on 1 black mana that wasn't there until there was a creature out, which means it's that...
Say I never heard of ya. A rap burglar.
What do we ditch here? No, it's the... creature gets -X for the number of creatures in your graveyard. They've got that, whatever that is. Find that card so we know what we're playing around. Necrotic Wound. Thank you, Mikasaur. Yes. No, they had it on a single black. They have Necrotic Wound. And discarding... Ooh, we're going to get... I guess I got to go with the Dazzling here. Not quite good enough to keep... I want a Thought Erasure, but... we can at least attack first, I guess. Veiled Shade is not what we want right now. As far as I know, Necrotic Wound is the only card in the set that would have produced those pauses from Oppo. Well, give me a number, Fiddles. It was at -500. I just put it to -400. Maybe I put it the wrong direction. I don't even know what I'm doing. You give me a number and I'll adjust it. Yeah, people don't do full control bluffs, though, Mikasaur. Like, they just don't, really. I didn't mean that literally nobody does. But I mean, if you're going to assess what's going on with pauses, mostly you're going to do much better by assuming that they're actually just not doing shenanigans. Yeah, we'll keep that. Thus the eye roll, Mikasaur. No worries, no worries. If you can tolerate an eye roll, you can be eye rolly. There's the wound, as expected. What are we up against? We got a Sizzle doing 4, which can actually take out the Sphinx if they get to it. Deadly Visit, stopping them from ever killing our... I'm going to take the Visit. And again, we'll keep the weight. They don't even really have anything for the weight yet. It's just too good for me to not keep. Maybe we should keep Child of Night to pitch. It's not very good against the Burglar Rat, of course. And the crabs we got coming. Alright, I'll try now, Fiddles. Alright, we're now on minus 150, Fiddles. Considering attacking the Child of Night, but nah, it doesn't even kill it. The dead weight wouldn't finish it off, so let's not bother with that. We'll keep mana here so the sizzles can get going. Maybe should have kept the Child of Night to pitch to the sizzle. That would have been reasonable. Notion Rain. Nothing to make the wound work yet. Dowser doesn't get through on the ground through that crab, but it holds the ground. Are we keeping that? Do we want to draw a Dowser? Not sure that we do. But yeah, I will. It's not a bad play here. As long as we got our sizzles for their Sphinx. Yeah, that's the other thing. James is right. If we keep the Dowser, they do block with the crab, and we can dead weight the crab then if we want. They didn't show us anything to get that to a 3/3 now, so suddenly our dead weight has a nice purpose in life. And they can sandbag that Sphinx as long as they want. I think they're playing around counter magic, but... Oh, no, okay, well, even better. Well, the worst case here would be 2 lands on top. We really don't want to have to pitch a dead weight or a sizzle to this sizzle to kill the Watcher, but we are going to try and kill the Watcher. We know we at least have the Dowser, I guess. If we have to, we'll pitch the Dowser. No, we'll get rid of the crab instead. Deadweight is indeed an enchantment. Stroke, you say. Can we cast that? We can't cast it until next turn, so do we want to even keep it? I assume they're going to play the Sphinx next turn, so this is not going to be great. I'm going to pitch it for now. For now. I don't think we get it back, but it just doesn't seem useful because they're gonna cast their Sphinx. And let's go shields down so they feel comfortable doing it. This makes them think that I was holding up the sizzle probably to try and kill the thing, but then I needed to kill the Watcher instead. So now they throw out the Sphinx, but then we get to take it down. Still, they don't have a dead sprite. And Sizzle is an instant, so a little bit tricky here, but we're going to go into full control and attack with the sprite and the dowser. Yeah, we'll do the dowser as well. I want to get the surveil trigger and then kill the Sphinx. And the reason I'm doing it this way... Ooh, Severed Strands. Is that gonna... Yeah, maybe that gives us... We'll keep it because the child is doing nothing. So let's keep the Severed Strands. But what this does is when we kill the Sphinx, they're going to be able to use Necrotic Wound to kill the Sprite. So I wanted to get the activation off the Sprite before we say farewell to the hard-working Sprite here. Probably ditch the bats, actually, from this hand. Maybe the other Sprite. Bats or Sprite. But Sprite's just too good. Oh, we could do Dead Weight as well. I think it's going to help with the Dowser stuff, though. We'll do this. Are you kidding? We drew a swamp. Watch. They might try to trade to eat the Dowser, and we get to come back with a dead weight. But I got lucky on the swamp draw. That's true. But in order to take out the Dowser, they have to give up the Phantasm, is what I was thinking. And then they're not going to do that. And if they do block with the Crab, then we'll go ahead and dead weight the Crab. My big mistake was not really planning my mana. I didn't have 6 mana to do what I wanted to do until I got lucky on the draw. And if they get Phantasm up to attacking levels, well, we're just going to Child of Night and Strands it. This would be a great time for them to play a Surveil spell. Especially if they play Thought Erasure, then we might lose this game. We could lose to Thought Erasure right here. Nope, instead we get a different Strands target, which is what I was saying. You know, Strands can seem a little on the edge. We're just going to take that. But you do get a lot of spots like this, frankly. Yeah, I get extra life out of it. I think we sandbag the land, although we could draw into... no, I'll play it. We could draw Notion Rain and wish we had played that. And yeah, I could do it without... It would have been better, a technically better attack to not play the land first there, but there was no world in which Oppo was blocking Child of Night with Spybug anyway, so didn't worry too much about it. Cover up is a little bit late, but let's surveil our way to some action. So much action in this deck, we're not quite finding it here. Cover up anything, and we'll put a lot of action back in the deck, that's for sure. Hey, nice call, Fiddles. I'll offer the child for the rat now. It's too bad we have to go shields down on cover up to play the predator, but of course we are. And then we have some question around whether we want to just trade for the dowser or attempt to trade 5 for 4 and win the race that way. Kind of like just trying to win the race with cover up available. They make it 9-9 here. Ooh, Poisoner is a great draw, actually. Yeah, shuffling the Predator back in is totally reasonable. Oh, Lifelink is good, too. We'll take that. We're gonna be fine here. Play the Poisoner, have cover up ready. Now I just feel invincible. Yep, Oppo agrees. All right, folks, we're going to play, I'm going to say one more here. Then I want to talk about the announcements from yesterday, and then I think I need to get off the air and get on with my day, or I'm going to lose too much of my afternoon. Nice. It was a little bit clunky on my my inking there, Stone, but hopefully you got the joke and appreciated it. We'll keep this. We did Omni to open the day, actually, so if you hit the VOD, you will see some Omni. Good point, Miles. I might have misplayed that card. Didn't matter, but yeah, I just kind of played that quickly. I think we could have done better for ourselves. But eventually we could have Venusaur. I don't know if we had it there, but like we had Sprite, for example. We were going to start attacking with another Sprite. I could gate, but we don't have a 3 actually, and we do have a 2, so I'm going to go ahead and Thought Erasure them. Murmuring Mystic is a pretty good magic card. Should we say that they can't have that? I think so. And we do want land, so we'll keep that on top. No play here except the gate, but we're not going to fall too far behind, and we get to drop a Predator, which really blanks everything they've got going on over there, because Predator is stupid. Here's a stupid magic card for you. Keep the cover up or just go. I'm going to go ahead and attack with the Predator and play the crab. I'm putting my shields down now, and then we'll have both of these instants up after, and that'll be nice and secure. They get one chance here to do something. This kind of screams of -3, -0, and then they get to... oh, sorry, it's just Mesmerist. It's no tricks at all. It's right there on screen. Mesmerist is all right. It does some stuff. Pretty aggro. We can play the Swamp and have Sizzle available, or we can play the Gateway Plaza and just have Cover Up available. Maybe I'll just attack with the crab, actually. Leave the Predator back on D, and I'm going to go with Gateway Plaza, given that there's not much that I actually want to sizzle here. We could let that happen and then sizzle it, but then they get the card out of it. It's not that big of a threat on the current board. They can't really block anything. We don't have a lot of good discards. To shuffle back in, that is. I'm gonna save it. Yeah, I don't think this Crackling Drake is quite enough of a threat to deserve a cover-up here. Now Notion Rain allows cover-up, so we're going to play the Notion Rain first here. Don't need the island. The rat wouldn't be terrible, but they might empty their hand next turn. And we want to keep this cover-up available, so actually I'm going to go ahead and pitch the rat as well. Yeah, I'm back to attacking. Let's attack. Attack up top. Leapfrog. Do we care about Leapfrog? Also don't really care about that. But they could make it leap up and block the Predator if they have an instant. So I'm going to counter this one. I'm going to put the Notion Rain back, but leave everything else. Oh, good one, Oppo. Are we dead? Might be. Take action. I don't want to draw these other ones. I kind of don't want to draw the Notion Rain after the Sonic Assault, but we got good coverage here. We'll put, we'll drop this Sprite, and then we have Sizzle Mana. We're going to stay back fully on D here. Maybe. Make them see it. Sometimes they go for face or creatures instead of face. Make them see it. They also might be nervous about, ooh. Ah, too bad it's 4 damage. Because we could have killed our own creature to prevent the damage from happening. And in fact, let's see if that's... Yeah. I think they'll figure it out, but let's make them do it. All right. Yep, Izzet did its thing. Probably could have played that around Izzet better than I did. I think if I were sharper on the format, I might have been able to win that game. But played it a little loosely, forgetting what Izzet can pull off. All right, we're gonna play one more and try to go out on a win here. Looks good. Rat Burglar makes it even better.
Say I never heard of ya. A rap burglar.
Yeah, is it garbled? What's bad about it? I don't hear it at all. I don't hear sound. I don't hear the meme sounds at all. Only you guys do. All right, well, another problem to solve. Well, that super sucks. Thief is awfully hard to beat. We're going to actually start by dazzling it so that we don't... Actually, I'm going to go ahead and attack. There's no way they can block here. Let's see if they can. I don't think they can. I'm putting them to the test. If you block here, NR, I tip my cap. But I'm never blocking this spot with a Thief of Sanity, so I may as well go for an extra damage. Well, here, I can try just lowering the sound on it. For science, I'm going to run it again, see if it was just a volume thing.
Say I never heard of ya. A rap burglar.
Yeah, empty yard for wound, but if they block the bat, they block the rat, it dies, and then it threatens it. Okay, not volume related. Good to know at least. Then we get the bats down, which, ooh. Then we get the Night Veil Predator down, maybe, although we don't need swamps is the problem. We're going to keep Night Veil Predator despite the lack of an island for it right now. Too good not to keep. Okay, bats, boy, have you got a job to do. I hope you survive for it. But kind of expecting bats to get removed and for things to get sad for us, but we'll see. Yeah, we're on one mountain. Blowout. We're not going to give it up yet, though. If we find an island on top, we get Night Veil Predator, which immediately resets this game. So they took something better than Child of Night and Veiled Shade, which is actually good because it means those aren't that great. And now we get to stabilize. Yeah, no blocks there. Here's our one mountain. Guess let's informant first. Don't need those Namoa. Not really. Nice to get this Kroll Swarm. Well, now I don't want to run it because it doesn't sound like it's working right. Somebody has to sub instead. Although I am curious if subbing produces the same issue with the clip. Hint, hint. Maybe somebody will sub. Certainly we have a fair bit of surveil in here, Mega Master, as happens just by drafting Dimir.
I never heard of ya, a rap burglar.
See, now I hear that one. Thank you, Fiddles, for the test. Yeah, subclip is fine. All right, so then I'll try and figure out where the subclip is pointed and get it all fixed. Are you sure the subclip is fine? What if it was only fine for Fiddles?
Some say I never heard of ya.
All right. Thank you, Mikasaur. I don't know if we have enough data points yet. I mean, a statistically relevant sample size is more than 2.
Some say I never heard of ya, a rap burglar.
Thank you, Queen. Uh-oh. All right, well, I was going to say now we're in trouble, but hey, look, we can actually strands our way out of this, but with what? Probably just the operative, although the operative is holding stuff off on the ground. We could wait a turn, just take some damage. We're at 14, though. I don't think we can just take this attack. So how is operative back this? Yeah, if we are willing to suicide the sprite into the thief. But I don't know if we want to do that. Well, if we, like... Yeah, I guess we have to do the sprite. I'm just not into sacking sprites. Such a good card, but I guess we had to do what we had to do. No distracted driving, people. As I teach my teenagers to drive. Well, I'm going to offer the operative here. We have a lot of surveil, so we're likely to be able to get it back. That was their plan for getting the Darkblade agent turned on with the surveil trigger.
Some say I never heard of ya, a rap burglar.
Thank you, Mensch. Well, we're getting ticked down slowly but surely by Oppo's now good attacks. We just need some help on the ground. I wouldn't mind Disdainful Stroking something awesome here. That's pretty good. Let's wait, though. Play this land. We're just going to be drawing cards. I'm going to keep playing. I'm going to play this land. If it entered untapped, I would keep it in my hand, but with tapped, I think we just want to play it out there, keep it going. All right, we're going to go ahead and try a Hypothesizzle. Lissads. They were supposed to use cover-up so that I could Disdainful Stroke their cover-up. Come on, deck. I suppose I can't complain. The deck did give us something. It's just Oppo had the answer. Wow, we're going to go 1-3 in our return to GRN. That would make me so sad. This deck is hot. This deck is great. Are you serious? Come on. Must be nice. I got good cards too. You should see them. I guess you see one of them. Three, 6. Yeah, we'll block the rat and take 6. We need some help. Cover up is not the help we were looking for. Yikes. Well, I'm going to put on full control bluffs now. This has been a ridiculous game. This is one of the better 1-3 drafts I've had. They're going for it. We're done. What the hell, folks? I guess you don't need to... I can finish this event after all. Oh, it was only 2 losses. I thought that was our 3rd loss. Well, God. All right, well, good. Then we're going to come back on Monday and we're going to rattle off 6, because this deck is sweet. This deck is not a 1-3 deck, and by God, we're coming back on Monday and we're going to clear it out. Maybe Monday, maybe Tuesday, not sure. If my wife is cool with it, I'll probably stream on Monday. Because again, I mean, one of the major reasons I stream is because I'm going to be playing this game every day anyway. So if my wife doesn't care, I'll flip on the camera and play on stream.